what is SOC 2 readiness? What's the importance? And, even for mature organizations, do you really need SOC 2 readiness?
Ben, you want to go ahead?
I would say without question. Even the clients that I've worked with that went straight into a SOC 2 Type 2 report, there was still a readiness period. So whether they, and they often are working with another organization such as databrackets to help them get that readiness taken care of so that they're ready to meet with the independent third-party auditor such as myself. So I would say without question, the readiness is essential.
Gotcha. So this is Srini here from databrackets. I will share our experience from a readiness organization perspective. So if you have observed, Ben was talking about framework versus controls, right? So the controls are where the rubber meets the road, in our opinion, where you will have to really design some meaningful controls or security standards for your organization to protect either your internal data or your customer data or whatever data in scope for software exercise, right? So that is where we come in. And also, I think like Ben said, like if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail, right? So that is where we come in and help you in understanding your risk posture and understanding what kind of controls make sense to your environment and how to implement them successfully, and make sure that like you have a continuous monitoring process to make sure that like these controls are in fact designed properly and being operated properly, right? That's what, as a readiness organization, we come in and add value. So is it something that you could do it yourself without hiring databrackets? Of course you could do it, but is it going to be much more efficient than how we would do it? That's kind of questionable, in the sense we work with PRCCPA and other organizations to identify these controls that are required for organization. So what essentially we do is we come in and go through all the list of controls. There are close to about 130 or 140 controls we have identified, and then like we go through those controls and see what is more effective for you based on what you are trying to accomplish, and then be able to implement a program. And not only that, right? So I think Ben also talked about policies and procedures, the training, the whole 9 yards that requires you to have in place when you're going for any testing. You don't want to invite Ben's team to come in and do the testing without preparing and before being ready, right? So that is like kind of the thing that we come in and do, and make sure that like when you're saying that you are SOC 2 ready, it is not just in the namesake. You're claiming that you're SOC 2 ready. Your controls are meaningful. Your policies and procedures are indeed in place, and you have them effectively implemented, and you have effective assurance program that makes sure that these controls are going to be not performing only during the testing time across the board and across all the time, right? So that's what we do as the readiness organization. So back to you, Aditi.
Yeah, Srini, it almost sounds like we do a mini audit before the real one. So just to see, okay, is all the testing working? And when you're set and you know that yes, the mini version of the SOC 2 audit is done by a readiness organization, then you move on to the real audit. And it sounds like we cut down the time a lot. So we've been speaking about so many months of planning and readiness and getting all the controls in order, getting a third organization from outside, a third party to check it before we go for the audit, probably reduces a lot of the time as well.
For more information, click on the link below or visit databrackets.com.